another chance at life. Some people didn't have this chance today. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Some people didn't have this opportunity that you have, that I so hope you don't play with. I hope you take it serious. I hope you take it as serious as it's supposed to be. I hope you recognize what you have in front of you, which is a premier opportunity to do something that only 1 in a billion people get to do. And that's live, ladies and gentlemen. So I hope you're taking this opportunity to do so, because I'm going to take the opportunity with you. Try to give it my best shot, you know? Want to give this life my best shot. I want to give it my best. I want to give it my all. I want to go out on E. So, ladies and gentlemen, if this is your first time listening, got a lot of new listeners. I appreciate the new listeners that's been coming in over time, but I definitely really appreciate the long-time listeners. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I see Lanice is in the chat, so I'm gonna show her some love. Top of the morning to you. My brother Uno's always in the chat. Top of the morning to you as well. If you're listening out there, go ahead and jump in the chat. Let me know you out there. Be a part of the show. Be a part of what makes this thing go. Be a part of the energy. Be a part of the what I like to call brainstorming. Or, you know, I'm not theologian, but I've heard many times in church that when 2 or more gather, and I'm paraphrasing, but God shows up. So whatever way you see that, man, let's gather here on Monday morning, top of the morning, every Monday and Wednesday if it's your first time listening. So thank you so much. Today's topic is something I've never talked about before. So I'm actually very, very excited to kind of deliver whatever comes. It's designing your destination. I want everybody to think about this. There's a place that you would like to end up. Yes or yes? Just really go with me here on this one. Follow me. There is a destination that you would like to reach. There's a place that you would like to end, correct? Now, let me ask you this. How often do you think about the destination? Here we go. And how have you designed it in your mind? Have you designed your destiny, or do you think your destiny has been given to you? Destiny for me is the same as destination. What is your destiny? Where should you end? What is your destination? Where are you headed? Where are you going? And most importantly, where are you going to end up? Where are you going to end up? Are you going to end up at the destination that you designed? Are you going to end up somewhere totally not of your design, not of your mind? It's so important for you to think about the design of your destination. What does it look like? Who's there? What kind of house do you live in? What kind of car do you drive? How many kids do you have? What does your husband do? What does your wife do? I'm talking about a full design. I'm talking about being really specific, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about carving it down to what it is that you want and not bringing it down to a category. We're not talking categories no more. What do you want? What do you want? It's not enough to just want something to eat. Because you may be unhappy. You say you're hungry, what do you want to eat? I just want something to eat. And somebody brings you something that you don't eat. They brought you a burger, you don't eat burgers. You should have been more specific with what it is that you wanted. I want a nice house. Somebody get you a nice house that they think is a nice house, but to you it's not a nice house. You should have been more specific. How specific are you with your destiny, with your destination? How much of it do you actually have drawn out in your mind? Get out of the category phase. That's elementary. That's elementary. We're not asking what you categorically want. What specifically do you want? What is your destination? It's so important to be very specific. I'm telling you. See, I don't even have it all pinpointed down. So I don't want you to think that Keith Goodnews knows exactly what he wants. But let me tell you what I do know. I know that I'm a lot closer than majority of people. I know that I have a lot more details in my vision figured out than most people. I'm working every day to pinpoint where it is I want to end up. And each point is a decision factor. You got to say, how much money do you want to have? Oh my gosh. Most people are scared and afraid to tell themselves how much money they want to have. They give you a category. They'll tell you, I want enough money I just want to have you got to get specific, ladies and gentlemen. People say, I just want more money. If I give you $1, you have more money. But that wasn't enough because you wasn't specific. Hey, Keith, can I borrow some money? Okay, here's $50. Well, I actually need more than that. Well, you should have been more specific. You got to specify what it is you want from the universe, from the world, from God himself, herself, whoever's self. Whatever it is, for some reason, it keeps working out in the same way that says, the more specific you get, the faster it comes. Let me break that down again. The more specific you get with what it is that you want, the faster it comes. The reason why your dream is taking so long, because you don't know what it is you want. I'm serious. Like, you ever been with somebody and you ask them what they want to eat and they don't know? So the process for eating takes forever because people don't know what they want. Sometimes you end up not eating. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Took so long to figure out what to eat, you're not eating. You ever been on Netflix and didn't know what to watch? Oh my gosh. You spend 2 hours just going through trailers because you don't know what you want to watch. But when you know what you want to go to watch, you go to Netflix. How long did you get right to it? Y'all tell me if I'm telling something, if I'm not telling the truth. So I'm hopping in the chat real quick. Uno says, it's exhausting, all efforts with no reservations over here. He says he wants the presidency of a college. That's the top spot. That's his specific goal. That's what he wants specifically, is to be the president of a college. The more specific you get, it's easier to channel and watch. You know when you are and when you aren't. You know when you're on task and when you're off task because you have a specific goal in mind. What is your destination? What does it look like? Have you designed it? Have you designed your destination? If somebody gave you a blank canvas and said, draw your dreams, can you draw them? Oh, what a challenge. I bet most people couldn't draw their dreams out if I gave them a blank canvas. They'll sit there forever and then have to figure out, what do I really want? You haven't figured it out yet? I promise you go ask somebody, hey, say, write down a list of your goals, write your top 3 dreams down right now. Most people have to sit there and think about it before they write it down. Oh my gosh. That means they haven't thought about it enough. They're far away, super off. They don't have no specifications. You don't even know what target you're aiming at. Where are you aiming? Where are you going? You're just floating around hoping to land on something good. Ladies and gentlemen, You have to design your destination. You got to know what it looks like. You got to know what the walls look like. It's like designing a house. Life is like designing a house. You have to have where every window you want, every door you want, every bedroom, the design of the bedroom, every bathroom, which toilet, the patterns. You got to design your life the same way. Got to be specific. Got to be specific. See my brother Troy in the chat, top of the morning. To you, brother. Thank you for being consistent, long-time listener, man. I really do love y'all. See Erica out there, top of the morning to you as well. I really love the people who really make this show what it is. Like I said many times before, this is my therapy. I get to come in here and talk to myself, and I'm just glad I get people to share with, people to have the same experience that I'm having. Most of the time I come in here, people think I'm talking to them, but I'm really talking to me, talking to myself. This is my therapy. This is how I do it. People ask me, how do I stay motivated? This is it. I talk to myself. I know there's a motivated me inside, so I decide to let that person live most of the time. I decide to let that motivated person be the driver. Do you hear what I said? I decide to let the motivational person inside me be the driver. And sometimes the other self say, hey, I don't want to be motivated right now. But I let the motivated person take the wheel. I'm just as lazy as anybody else. I don't want to do stuff just like other people don't want to do stuff. Hell, I don't want to go run like everybody else don't want to go. You think I want to get up and go? It's cold outside. Yo, I ran this morning. It's freezing. But I had to let my motivated self make the choice. Big difference. There's a lot of people inside of you. But you have the ability, because you are the God of you. You have the ability to decide which ones of yourself is going to take the wheel today. Your angry self, your sad self, your happy self. It depends on what destination you want to end up, and then you'll know exactly who should be driving to get you to where you want to go. You should know who's going to be driving. The bold you, the confident you, the fearless you. Is that person driving or not? Let's get with it. Let's figure it out. Nobody wants to do the hard work. Let's be honest. Even the people who actually do it. Nobody want to put in the real work. Nobody want to put in the overtime. Everybody wants to do just enough to be good. Did y'all hear what I just said? Most people just want to do enough to be good. So you can be good enough. That's it. People just want to be good enough. Nobody really wants to be great. Nobody really wants to be great. You can see the difference for people who want to be great and people who want to be good enough. There's a big difference. You can ask yourself and be honest with you. Do I want to be great, or am I just trying to be good? I just want to be good enough to do this, to do that. You don't really want to be great at what you do. It's a big difference. Jump to the chat here. I got to say top of the morning to Vernisa. Thank you so much for tuning in. Says top of the morning, starting a week off right. My brother Uno is in the chat. He says, when you design your destiny, you got to have the mind frame to push when there's nothing left. You got to be willing to have the drive when there isn't any gas in the tank. And you know what else you also have to have, Uno? You got to have the foresight. You got to factor that in. People don't factor in mistakes. People don't factor in the times. People don't factor in hard times on their journey. That's what's crazy. People don't factor in hard times. People don't factor in arguments. You know, I used to always say, me and Jack used to have this running joke, because for a long time, like, we never got into any like argument for like a long time. And I was like, damn, like we used to always look forward to our first, like, you know, argument or fight or whatever, because We knew that it was a part of the process. So the funny thing is, as soon as we had our first altercation or our first real disagreement and argument, like the day after, we was like, damn, we got that out the way. We've made it. So this is what I'm telling you. We factored that in. We factored arguments and hard times into our journey. See, when you expect it and you know it's going to happen, it doesn't bother you. We ate that up and we laughed about it. We laugh about it to this day. And now we know if there's any type of argument, and then, we don't really have them, but we have disagreements for sure. We know it's part of the process. Most people are so afraid of the friction. They're so afraid of the time it get hard. They're so afraid of the time where they push to always want to quit. If you ain't never got to the point of asking yourself, do I want to do this or do I not want to do this? You ain't been pushed hard enough. You ain't been pushed hard enough. If you ain't got to the point of saying, man, this is really where I want to go. This is really what I want to do. Because at this point, I have to burn my ships. At this point, I got to go all in. At this point, this has to be the thing. That's a hard question to answer. But you got to get there sooner than later. Because you got to find out where you're going. If you don't go ahead and answer that question, you'll never make a decision on which way you're going. Jim Rohn says, it is not the blowing of the wind that determines where you end up. It's the set of the sail. So which way are you setting your sail? You cannot say you want to be a millionaire working like 100,000. Do you understand? You can't say I want to go to China, but you got your ship sailed to go somewhere else, to Egypt, to Africa. It doesn't make sense. And so many people are setting their sails on a different direction than the destination they claim. Meaning your work is not matching what your work is not matching your desires. Your choices are not matching your destination. You are not being of the destiny that you say you want. Told you, I heard a great man say, the proof in your desires are in your daily actions. The proof of what you actually want in life are shown in what you do every day. Man says he wants to be an entrepreneur. He goes to work, gets off work, watches TV for 3 hours, eats dinner, puts the kids to sleep, kisses his wife, wakes up and do it the next day. Now that man does that every day. Is any of those actions proven that man wants to be an entrepreneur? Now, I'm not saying that man has to quit his job, but if he did and said, I'm going to go all in, then his actions will prove what it is he say. Now, is it risky? Probably, but most people are afraid to take the risk. I, on the other hand, am not afraid to take the risk for something I know that I want. If I'm doing something because I want it, I'm not doing anything to find out. It's because I want it. It's because I want it. So what are your actions? Are your actions leading you to the destination that you designed? Have you designed a destination? Do you know where you would like to end up? Have you written it out? Have you drawn it out? Have you put it down? Have you painted the picture? Have you designed the floors in your to your destination? What does it look like? What does it smell like? Who's there? Have you got down to the census? Have you gotten down to how it's going to feel when you're at that destination? It's so important to make this and take this approach to your own life. Ladies and gents, I mean, come on. No one knows and no one can make your dream come true. No one knows your dream and no one can make it come true because only you know what it looks like. If you know what it looks like, most people are trying to explain their dreams to people and it's coming out bad because you don't really know. It's coming out all over the place because you don't know. You don't know. You haven't set a goal for real that you've kept. You keep changing your goals. You keep changing directions. You keep changing the way that your sail is being set, so you're ending up in the middle of the ocean. I'm going to tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, set your sail and give everything you have to your destination, to your destiny, to your life. People are still playing life safe like they're going to get out alive. Let me say it again. People are playing life safe like they're going to get out of it alive. No one gets out of life alive. You're going to die no matter what condition you're in. It doesn't matter. All that matters is where you are when you do die. How did you reach your destination? Did you fulfill your destiny? That means, did you go to the island that you wanted to go to? Did you end up where you wanted to end up? Unfortunately, for most people, they find that out late in life. You know, I saw Gary Vee say something super profound. I agree with him 100%. He said, go to a nursing home or a retirement home and just go sit and talk to older people. Go talk to the elderly. And it's like all of them would tell you, go after your dream. It's like crazy, right? They will all say the same thing, man. Go after. Live. Most people have regrets for things they didn't do. You only regret what you didn't do most of the time. Every now and then you regret what you did do, but the people who are on here, we're not them type of people. Not criminals. So for you, it's going to be the things you didn't do, the things you didn't go after, the chances you didn't take, the risks that you didn't want to take, the sacrifices you didn't want to make. You're going to wish you would have made them, because time, ladies and gentlemen, is always a wasting. So for every moment that you spend not going after what it is that you want is a moment you're taking away of your life, living the destiny that you wanted to live. Every single moment you spend doing other things that are not of your destination, you are putting your sail down. You are not allowing the wind to catch your sail. You're not moving anywhere, but time is certainly passing. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we end the show today, I want to leave you with this message. Have you designed your destination? Do you know where you want to end up? Do you know what it looks like? Do you know what it smells like? Do you know what it feels like? Do you know what you want to eat? What a thought, ladies and gentlemen. I'm telling you, it's profound. As profound as it is, it's very true. Your dreams seem to move a lot more faster when you become more specific. That's why it seems like the richer gets richer, or, you know, like the people who are the best seem to continue to get better, and they get better faster. They're just getting more specific. So things seem to be happening a lot smoother, a lot faster. And that's because they figured it out. The secret to success, honestly, is just knowing what you want to be successful in. I think that's the real secret. Just knowing what you want to be successful in. Most people don't really know. Most people are still trying to figure things out. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's never about figuring it out. It's only about making a decision. Making the decision is such a part. Just make sure you make the right one for you. Don't make the one that makes the most sense. Most of the time, devil works in logic. And the divine works in spirit. So you'll feel it. Ladies and gentlemen, until Wednesday, I'm out.